Welcome back guys, this is Falgun again. We are here to discuss about very interesting topic and that is about seed. So as we know, seed is the final product of sexual reproduction. It is the final product of sexual reproduction. Basically you can able to observe typical seed consist of seed coat. Yes, that coat may be one or many depending upon the species, and it contains cotyledon and an embryo axis. These three are the main portion of the seed. That is how seed is made up of. So what is the main role of cotyledon here? Cotyledon or cotyledons precisely in dicot seed, cotyledons basically they store food. Okay, so that is the reason why they are called as an food reserves, because cotyledon stores food, and that food is necessary for the development of the seed into plant, or the development of embryo which is present inside the seed into plant. So a mature seed are of two types. Okay, seeds are of two types. First one is albuminous seed, other is a non-albuminous seed. Well, what is albuminous seed? Let us first understand. Albuminous seed are those seed in which there is presence of residual endosperm. That means complete endosperm is not used up in the development of embryo, while there is some quantity of endosperm which is left behind, which is not used up by the embryo. In that case, I may give you the example of pea and groundnut. These pea and groundnut seeds come under albuminous seeds. Okay, so now let us move on to the non-albuminous seeds. So what are non-albuminous seeds? Non-albuminous seeds are those seeds in which there is no residual endosperm left. In that seed, the endosperm is completely used up during the development of embryo. Understood? I may give the example of the non-albuminous seeds, like wheat is also a non-albuminous seed, maize, barley and castor. These all are non-albuminous seeds. Well, sometimes what happened in some species, the persistent nucellus, yes, nucellus, the persistent nucellus may convert into perisperm. Nucellus has some kind of nutrition in it which covers the embryo sac, that we had discussed about it in the structure of ovule, right? So moving further, integuments, the layer integuments. So let me just draw the diagram of ovule. Okay, let me just draw the rough diagram of ovule. These are the integuments. Okay, this is the embryo sac. These two structures are integuments. Okay, so basically these integuments, basically after fertilization they gets converted into seed coats. Well, seed coats are also called as an testa. Okay, understood? So that is it. Well, in seed, the micropylar region, the micropylar end or micropylar region, it does have small pore which is present even after fertilization, even after complete seed formation. There is micropylar pore. Okay. So what is the role of that micropylar pore? As you can see in this diagram, there is presence of micropylar pore. There is presence of micropylar pore. So pore is nothing but that's a hole. What is the main role of that hole is it provides the entry of oxygen and water into the seed during germination. Okay, that is it. That's the main role of micropylar pore. Okay, I hope you have understood about it. Once the seed gets mature, the water which is present inside the seed gets reduced or gets evaporated. As a result, seed becomes dry. Okay, so basically what happens after this, the moisture, most of the moisture gets absorbed, or the seed gets dried. After that, what happens? The processes or metabolic activity of embryo gets slowed down. As a result, embryo which is present inside the seed may get into the stage of dormancy, or stage of rest, or state of inactivity. Okay, whatever you can say, that state of inactivity is called as an dormancy. Understood? So after, so what happened after dormancy? Once favorable condition, basically why the seed undergo in dormancy stage, why does it happen? In the unfavorable condition, the plant cannot be germinated, or in the sense I would like to say here, the embryo cannot be germinated. As a result, it undergoes dormancy. Once favorable condition in the sense proper temperature, proper pH of the soil, proper environmental condition for the growth arrives, at the time of favorable condition, the seed germinates into plant, or the embryo which is within the seed germinates into plant on the return of favorable condition. Make sure you note that. Okay, that is all about the seed. Now let's move on to the fruit. Well, we all know that fruit develops from the ovary after fertilization, that we know, right? Let me just explain it. Okay, we have understood that ovary develops into fruit, right? The wall of ovary develops into wall of fruit. That is clear, I guess, right? And the wall of fruit is called as an pericarp. Yes, see, what will be the wall of ovary? The same wall will be the wall for the fruit, because ovary is converting into fruit. That is clear, right? And that wall of the fruit is called as an pericarp. Perfect, right? Now let us understand the main concept, which may be asked by the board, CBSE board, which may be asked for 1 mark or 2 mark questions. Okay, so the question would be like this: what is false fruit and what is true fruit? So here we are again to discuss about that. Okay, so so listen very carefully here. So first of all, let me just clear you what is false fruit. Okay, we all know that fruit is developed from ovary. In some cases, ovary is replaced by thalamus. Here you can see. Let me just change the color of the pen so that it will be more visible. Yes, here you can see that it has written thalamus. Okay, in the apple, the ovary portion is replaced by thalamus. Okay, as a result, these kind of fruit where thalamus is the edible part, that condition of the fruit is called as a false fruit. Simply it is called as a false fruit. What happens again? Thalamus contributes fruit formation. Instead of ovary, in the false fruits, thalamus contributes fruit formation. That what happens in here. Okay, this is the case of strawberry, this is the case of apple. Apple and strawberry comes under false fruit. Okay, that was all about false fruit. Now let us move on to the true fruits. What are true fruits? True fruit are those fruits in which the fruit formation occurs by ovary. Here you can see avocado. What here happens? This is the fruit portion, right? Here the fruit portion is produced from ovary instead of thalamus in the false fruit. In the true fruit, it is developed from ovary. Here again, I have another example, that is orange. In orange, you can able to observe this is the fruit region of the orange. This is the fruit portion of the orange, and this fruit portion is developed from the ovary. Okay, but in the case of false fruit, thalamus replaces ovary. That's it. That is a simple point to be noted. Now let's move on to the next part. That is main thing. That is Orthonocarpic fruits. So well, see, we all have understood about the fertilization, about the process, that is sole process of this whole chapter, that is fertilization. So well, after fertilization, we have also learned that after fertilization there will be formation of fruits. Okay, and fruits are the end result of the sexual reproduction. That is also we have understood, right? But there are some cases where we can develop fruits without fertilization. Those fruits are called as an parthenocarpic fruits. Example, banana. Understood? So parthenocarpy, this technique or this particular field of science can be applied by inducing some growth hormones into the fruit. As a result, fruit develops without fertilization, and and parthenocarpic fruits don't have any seeds. As a result, they are seedless. So that was all about seed and fruits. Okay, so thank you for joining in. This is Falgun. If you really like this video, make sure you subscribe my channel, and that is all for today. Thank you for joining in. Falgun signing out.